gosh. Guys, you have no idea how sleepy I am. Still not recovering from the vacay. All right. My mic sound okay? Hold on, let's turn this down. Turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down. All right. What's up, everybody? What's good? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What is poppin'? I'm actually really disappointed in myself. So, as you guys know, I've been gone for a week now. I come back, I do a video. Yeah, I recorded a video last night, put it out today, and yeah, the audio wasn't even on it. Well, my audio for my mic was, but the video didn't have audio, so no one heard anything. And it was up for a good 2 hours because I was at work, so I didn't see it. So unfortunately, I had to take that video down, but we can do another react, but it won't be a live react because I've already seen it. Chris Paul is going to keep everyone in line. Yeah, we'll get to that. We in the house. Like and subscribe, y'all. Like and subscribe, y'all, indeed. Good evening, clan. Good evening, Courtney. It's going to say good evening to Daniel Barry. Well, I'm learning Japanese. I probably should. Konbanwa. Konbanwa, everyone. Konbanwa. Don Barlow. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Don Barlow. He's, who is he with now? I made a joke about it on Twitter. I said that, he's with Atlanta. I said that the Atlanta Hawks pick won't convey, and some people actually took me serious. Or not, it won't convey that we won't get a lottery pick. Is your cat around? She's on her cat tree right now. She's licking herself. France can't get Wemby the ball either. It's like watching the Spurs at the beginning of the season. Yeah, it's kind of like it's a little harder than you think to play with someone as freak of a nature as he is. You know, it seems easy. Yeah, it might be easy for Chris Paul. It might be easy for Trae Young, but yeah, no, we don't know. It's difficult. And France doesn't have a concrete point guard either, so they're struggling. They're just struggling with the same thing. Our roster set right, 15 guys and three-way guys. Yeah, our roster is basically, I won't say it's set in stone because the Spurs are still in the conversation of getting rid of Keldon. So I think the only person that would move at this point is probably Keldon. It sounds like, at least from Zach Collins' perspective, that's kind of, you know, set in stone. So I know a lot of fans wanted him gone, but I don't think that'll be the case. The only name that's getting thrown around right now is Keldon. So he doesn't have a legit point guard in France either. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're dealing with the same thing. That's why it's not just so easy. Like, it's easy for us to just sit back and be like, oh, just throw the ball up to him. It's like, it's the NBA, man. It's actually not that easy just to throw the ball up to him. It takes extraordinary amount of skill. Sorry, I'm really sleepy. Still not announcing Chris Paul's number. Still has not announced Chris Paul's number. That's what I'm saying. Something is up. They can say it's not, but something is up. It's not like Chris Paul isn't like actively working with the team right now. Counted for who? Crap. Who was it? What name got thrown around today? Was it today or yesterday? I can't even remember what name got thrown around. I can't remember. I know Cam Thomas got thrown around. Not Cam Thomas. Cam Johnson. Which would have been cool. Which would be cool, but we'll wait and see. Yeah, I can't remember what. We weren't going to go over that. Can't wait for the Spurs season to start. This is the worst time of the year until NFL starts. Dude, I'm not watching any NFL this season. I'll be real with you guys. I'm not watching a lick of NFL football. I am a Spurs fan. Cam Johnson. Yeah. I'm a Spurs fan and I'm a Cowboys fan, and man, Cowboys have made me sick to my stomach. Jerry Jones has made me sick to my stomach. I cannot watch this team. It's just me. It's like, what am I watching for? Just for them to be outcoached in the playoffs every year? I can't do it no more. I can't do it anymore. They're not building towards anything. I can't do it. Like last season, I watched some games, didn't get my hopes up too high. I just knew that they were going to lose in the first round. And, you know, lo and behold, there we go. Same old Cowboys. I can't do it. I can't watch it. I don't want to watch any NFL. I don't care anymore. I'll become an NFL fan when they get their act together, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to watch. I've been out on football for years. I'm with you. Yeah. Yeah, I just can't. I do want to start getting into college football, however. But I've gotten more into college basketball, and obviously I love the NBA. You and me both? Yeah. I can't do it no more, dude. I can't watch them anymore. Oh, there it is. Yeah. It was Simmons. But his lack of defense is concerning. Yeah, it was Simmons. You were wondering Keldon Johnson for who? That's what got thrown around. Wembanyama Castle just posted in the chat. Me Too Clan, Spurs, Cowboys, Dodgers, Penn State football, Georgetown basketball. I don't even have a football team in college yet. So, but as far as college basketball, North Carolina. I refuse to be Cowboys gear at all costs. Dude, I haven't bought any Cowboy stuff in the longest. There was this deal going on with Spurs merchandise, like Spurs jerseys, but I didn't get on that because they didn't have the jersey I even wanted. Like if I were to get a jersey, a Spurs jersey right now, I would get the old school, like black old school Wemby, but I can't find it. Clan, you got to come tailgate the Cowboys game with my fam. You might enjoy the Cowboys games a little more. Well, tailgating would be fun. We missed where. Should have got him at 8 spot. You got two future picks. We've got to kind of wait and see what that, what comes out of that. Because keep in mind, those picks, they're coming at a time where the Spurs would already be a winning team. So you could use that to add more veterans to your team. Like you can keep the dynasty going. You know what I mean? You're not going to be just stuck with the team that you have. If anything goes astray, if anything goes wrong, or if everything goes well, you can still use it and continue to build on it. Because we're expecting to be a championship caliber team before 2030, right? I think we all expect. My timeline is like 2027. That's what I think. I think we should be championship contenders by 2027. I know that's still early in Wemby's career, but that's what my expectations are. But, 2028, 2029, you definitely should be in that conversation. And then, you got 2030, 2031, those picks, you could utilize those in some way. It was 50% off. Yeah, it was 50% off. CP3 is for sure getting the 3. And it would be disrespect to make Keldon give away his number just to trade him. Yeah. I think that's why they're holding off. They don't want to say, Chris Paul got the number, Keldon, you got this number, and now we're trading you. I don't know if they want to do that. That's why I think he's still going to be moved. Do you think France could win the gold medal? Man, today was rough, dude. You gotta have someone that can distribute that ball. I don't mean to sound like a casual, but Wemby needs the ball in his hands more often. I know the rules are different, Olympics than it is in the NBA, but he still needs it. Still needs it. All right, guys. Let's resurrect Ben Simmons' claim. How about we don't do that? All right, guys, I got to catch up. So as you guys know, I did a video responding or reacting to this clip with Chris Paul and Cowherd here. But unfortunately, the audio was not working. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this. And big shout out. I need to say this. Big shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video and this live stream, man.
This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this. Chris Paul, and you got chat, okay? Now I got the chat up, okay? Chat. If it's not working, it's up to you to let me know. For some reason, the chat isn't coming up on the screen. That's fine. You guys aren't famous today. I can still see you, though. I can still see the chat on my screen. That's weird. All right.
Players or whatnot.
Nope. Here we go.
So when you broke into this league out of Wake Forest 20 years ago, I remember you very, very well. Tough physical player, great defender, distributor, mid-range shooting game. You kind of had it all. I've said this on the show many times. You're my point guard. I want my guy to defend. I want him to be chippy. I want him to be vocal. I don't care if everybody on the team loves him. I want mostly mid-range game, distribute, first, score, second. But when you broke into this league, there were some good...
This is completely off topic, but I never liked Colin Cowherd. I used to listen to him back early on in college, and one thing that used to always bug me, it bugged me about him, and it bugged me about... There was this Cowboys podcast. I think they still do the thing, but they're sponsored by the Cowboys. And it's like when people would call in and have certain questions, they just immediately act like they're stupid. Like they're like, your opinion is invalid. Whatever you're saying doesn't make any sense. Get off my line. And he did that a lot, and it really bothered me and rubbed me the wrong way. So I haven't really listened to him in forever. I know that's random, but
good European players. It wasn't like now. Like I'm watching Wemby, and I'm like, what is that?
Right.
Are you surprised?
I get to play with him too. I get to play as his teammate.
I know. What do you make of that? Like when you watch him as an all-time great, what do you make of Wemby? What's his ceiling?
Yeah, I don't think he has one. You know, I said this before. He's one of those guys that after the game this past year, we all talked about how weird it was to try to guard him, to try to shoot over him. But it just shows you how the game has grown. I mean, and there's an appreciation, I think, for American players or whatnot of the European players. I was watching the Greece game the other day, and I saw Spanoulis as the coach. I played long enough to remember him as a player. There's NBA plays that's named after him, and now he's coaching the Greek national team. So it's dope to see how the game continues to grow, and it just means that, people like my kids and all this stuff, you're just gonna have to get that much better.
Okay, so I would not take anything. I said this and kind of do that in a way, right? Like I won't go as far as to say, Jeremy Sohan is a leader. Like I wouldn't say that, right? It's more lead by example, I guess. But he's the type where he's kind of nasty. He's going to get at you. He's going to do these small things, and he's going to make sure that you're on your game, right? Like you're not sitting there and succumbing to, the BS that the other team is dishing out at you. And you have somebody like Chris Paul that's going to help facilitate that culture, right? Create or keep that culture strong, bring that nasty, and he's going to be that guy. And when he sits back and he talks about certain players, I really do listen. I think he truly does believe like Wemby could be one of the greatest ever. And it's kind of weird that a rookie comes in and no one, and it really feels like that. Maybe you can give us a one-off example, right? Like Dylan Brooks, right? But like, it seems like there's no one in the league that's being disrespectful. Everyone in the league seems kind of fearful or excited to play him. It's really strange. I don't know, at least in my lifetime, I haven't experienced a rookie coming into the NBA and getting this much immediate respect. I have not seen. The last rookie that I feel like got a lot of attention was Zion Williamson, and I feel like even teams or players were pretty skeptical about him, right? Lonzo Ball, obviously everyone went at him because of his dad. Those were a couple rookies that got a lot of attention. But Wemby, I haven't seen anything like this. And if anybody is in the chat or seeing this video later on, and you remember a certain player, in your lifetime that did get even 80%, 70% of this amount of attention, please let me know. I mean, LeBron James is another one. Obviously, he got a lot of attention, but LeBron James had a lot of skeptics, right? His own teammates were skeptical when he came into the league. Like even his own teammates on his team was like, he won't be the guy. Obviously he's a rookie. He won't be the guy. But it wasn't like that with Wemby. It hasn't been that way. And I don't know if it's a matter of, because LeBron paved that way where you can increase these expectations, because he did deliver as a player, and Wemby was getting comparisons to LeBron as far as hype. So people were like, hey, I'm going to give you that. I'm going to levy you that charitability. But I don't know. Zion. Yeah, I said Zion, but no, Zion got like quite a bit of skepticism too. Media heads and players alike. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's nice. Nonetheless, it is nice that he's getting so much love, even though he is a rookie. But yeah, chat, do you have any thoughts on this? I don't know. I can't even remember who sent this to me. But like I always say, if there's any clips or anything that you guys want to bring up, you levy it my way. Andrew Wiggins? No. John, no. Andrew Wiggins didn't get that amount of hype. And I mean, he got hype, but he didn't get this much praise. Even early. Obviously there's a whole season now. It's like, oh yeah, of course people will praise him now. No, people were praising Wemby before, way before he got into the league. Like, they have respect. Chris Paul took a picture with Wemby after a preseason game. Like, he wanted a picture with him. He wanted to trade jerseys after a preseason game. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Good stuff nonetheless, but absolutely insane. Look up. It's my ceiling. Andrew Wiggins was definitely overhyped. Okay. Well, I mean, maybe it's just me then. Maybe it's just me then. It's because they are in awe of him. It's like they all want to play with him though. You know? Y'all mean? He got hype, but did he get this much praise? I'm saying it has to be both, right? Like, I'm saying who got this amount of praise and this much hype this early. That's cool. Oh, no, my previous... Oh, I'm sorry. Have you seen the 40... Oh, okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. I got you. We'll get there. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys this. I think this is good stuff. Cool stuff. Great stuff. Good stuff. Sorry, missed your comment. It says David Robinson, Tim. Guys, got to tell you something. This video is sponsored by BetUS. Link below in the description box. Please use the link in the description. If you are interested in BetUS, you will receive 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. Really great stuff, up to $2,000. So if you guys are interested at all, please use the link below in the description box. Please do that. Shaq had crazy amount of hype. Shaq did have crazy amount of hype. That's a good one. That is a good one. Good job with that. But yes, BetUS, link in the description box.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sports book and casino.
What if we trade for a rookie? I don't even know what you mean by that. Thanks for subscribing, Robert Smith. What do you mean? What if we trade for a rookie? I'm showing my age? What you mean? Oh, Shaq? Shaq was drafted in what, 92? Tim had praise, especially after winning chips in college. Well, I just meant a hype train that was Tim. Well, I don't know. You guys could be right. You could be right. And that would technically be in my lifetime. It's just one of those things where I wouldn't have remembered it. You know, I would have had to read some articles on that. We'll end it on this note. Someone had a question, so when this video is up, someone can answer it. He said, is Benji? I think that's how you say your name. I'm sorry if I said it wrong, my boy. Is Castle the first McDonald's All-American the Spurs ever drafted? I do not know that, but hopefully someone can let us know. Anthony Bennett had generational hype. He did have generational hype. He did have generational hype. Can't lie there. All right, we're in this segment. Big shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video, of course. All right. OMG, I forgot about AB. Yeah. All right, we got more stuff to go over. All right. Okay. Greg Oden. Woo! That's bad. All right, guys, chat. Collaborate and listen. I wonder if he meant a different word when he said that. That doesn't make sense. Collaborate and listen. I don't think he meant that. I think he meant to like bring people together and then. Anyways, sorry. Tony P. We all know Tony P, right? He's the second greatest Spurs point guard of all time now that we have Chris Paul. I'm just joking. I love Tony P. All right, so Tony P, he has some things to say about Wemby. This is a blind react, okay? Let me make sure that the audio is up so it actually will play and you guys can hear it. The Kirby hat tough. Thanks, man. I'll remind me after this segment, I will look up the brand because I cannot remember the brand. It's the same people that made the other hat that I wear, the Demon Slayer one, with Tanjiro and Nezuko. They created this one too. It's really dope. All right, let's listen. What do you have to say, Tony?
And so Victor is obviously playing for the Spurs, your old franchise.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What guidance did you give him to, have sustained excellence as a Spur?
Victor is amazing. Like his head and his mental side is nothing I can tell him. He's ready. His family is amazing. His sister and his brother was at my
It's nothing I can tell him. Dang.
academy too, and the way they raise those three kids is like their bond is unbelievable. And he's not bothered by the pressure or the expectation. He's a little bit like LeBron. The only one I can compare with so much expectation before you arrive is LeBron James. I think he's the only one that you can really compare. And
okay. I thought we were saying something else. I thought what he was trying to say was he got that killer instinct like LeBron. I wouldn't have liked that. But that is true. LeBron James definitely, got a lot of hype. I don't think there's been anybody. We were talking about this, not that long ago, just a few minutes ago. I don't think there's anybody that had this amount of hype other than LeBron, right? I mean, Michael Jordan, in my opinion, is the greatest player of all time, but he did not have this type of hype. Like, people definitely didn't think he would be all that with it being a big man league.
And Victor, the way he played his rookie season with the Spurs, he was unbelievable. And so I hope it translates with a lot of championships for the Spurs, and I hope it will translate with a lot of medals for French basketball.
Well, he's incredible. How he manages that body of his,
That's something.
It's something.
It's got to be hard. That's the only worry. Like, if I had to say one thing.
Everybody says this worry, and we don't have to worry about it.
Is can he sustain this, through the years and staying healthy at that body at 7'4"? Can you play 15, 20 years and play the whole year with the Spurs and then every summer with the national team? Can you do that with that body? We never saw it. So that's the only question mark that you can think of. Like, can he sustain that? But the talent is unbelievable. His mental, he's ready, and he has a chance to be one of the best players in the history.
Even this year. Right? Even this year, this was great, by the way. This was awesome. Shout out to Spurs Nation SA for posting this. But even this year, right? Even the games that he sat out, even the games that he set out, it was because the Spurs were just being cautious and making sure that he's good. But he never really had any huge, like, he doesn't have a crazy injury history. Don't jinx it. I mean, it just is what it is. Like, this guy, hold on. Like, this is insane. This is why he will be fine. Look at this. It's ridiculous. Probably in turns now. But yeah. This is crazy. A lot of guys with at this height, at this size, they don't have this amount of flexibility. They just don't. This will prevent injuries. He has a phenomenal team. You guys remember, and I don't have this clip on hand, but you guys remember where it looked like he turned his ankle? Well, actually, maybe I can find. We'll see. Let's go to YouTube. Let's see if we can find it. I never saved it. But it looked like he turned his ankle. Oh my God. It looked like he turned his ankle, but it was like nothing. It was like, what the heck is going on? Oh yeah, this is it right here. Oh, hold on. You gotta be careful. Copyright. All right. So hold on. I think they gotta replay it. All right. So let's make it go in slow-mo. Look at this. Look at his ankle. And after this, oh, sorry. After this, you think he's out? Look, even the look at our bench reaction. Look, worried. Oh, our season is over. It was already over. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? He got right back up like it was nothing. That's that flexibility. He'll be fine. Yeah, the Rockets. Yeah, it was incredible. It was incredible. So yeah, I think he'll be fine. I don't think that there should be any issues. You know, a lot of guys just don't have that amount of flexibility. I'm not worried about that at all. And if that's the only thing that anybody's worried about, we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. And even if we get to a point in Wemby's career where we can't just rely on him solely on the offensive end, right? He's so great at everything till you can put him in different situations to make sure you can't make sure, but to help him stay healthy, right? It's like, okay, this will just be your role. Even if he was just a defender, he's an elite he's going to end up being one of the greatest defenders ever. It's like, okay, we just need you to focus on that side of the ball. He's gonna improve his three-point shooting. It's like, okay, we just need you to be a stretch. That no one can block the shot. Wemby at his worst is still a phenomenal player. I mean, you know, it's gonna take a little bit more work on our end to get some more talent around him, but you know, that's all I got to say about this. This is cool. I like hearing what Tony Parker has to say. I love hearing what Tony Parker has to say. What is this with Yahoo? Who owns Yahoo? Do you guys know? Who the heck owns Yahoo? Because how are they still around? You got a weird case. Why are you still around? Hold on, Yahoo. Who owns Yahoo? Verizon? Huh. Apollo Asset Management? Oh. Okay. Whatever. Good stuff. Wemby's interview is so fire. I don't know if we're gonna get to Wemby's interview tonight. Yeah, the Wemby I got a Wemby section that's like 2 minutes long. Oh, dude, I don't even need time to answer that. He said, I need an honest answer from you. How would you feel if Wemby and France beat US and got his first professional quad double against the US? Oh, wait, I thought you were about to ask something else. That would be cool. I don't care. Dude, I kind of want, no, I'll just be honest. You guys can call me a traitor. I want Wemby to win it all. Yep, I want Wemby to win it all. I want him to get gold. If France win against US, I'm going for Wemby. Sorry. You can hate me. I don't care. This is like more of an individual thing, okay? I do not care for some of the players on Team USA, but I do love Wemby. Jamal Crawford followed me on X. I finally have a Wemby connection. That's cool. I low-key want Wemby to win and hush the haters. It's not many haters. We don't have many of them. There's not many Wemby haters no more. Is Keldon getting traded or what? I think he will be. We'll see. All right, it's the next thing we should go over. All right, this seems cool. All right, chat, this seems cool. I didn't actually open up this article, so let's open it up now. All right, Stephon Castle on Popovich says he seems to speak very highly of me. Now, we did go over a clip in which Popovich it was during Summer League, and he was talking about Stephon Castle, how his expression doesn't change, and it really reminded me of, oh, sorry, I messed that up. This guy right here. That guy. It reminded me of Kawhi Leonard, in that's exactly how Popovich used to praise Kawhi Leonard. Like, he doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low, calm and collected, smart player. Which I think Stephon Castle has at this age. He has a higher basketball IQ than Kawhi did. But you know. Anyways, let's go ahead and read. Let's see what we got here. San Antonio Spurs Stephon Castle has yet to play an official NBA game, but Coach Popovich is already praising the guard. The Spurs number 4 pick says he has already spoken with the long-time head coach and has shown him how much confidence he has in young pro. Okay, so here we go. With the talks that I've had with him already, he seems to speak very highly of me. I have a lot of respect for him, and I mean, he just wants me to come out here and play with confidence. So I've been doing that. And for a coach like that to tell me that, it kind of instills a lot of confidence in me too. You know, the Spurs, I'm not going to say we have a history of this, okay? But we'll be honest here, right? We have quite a few players that have come through San Antonio that didn't have a lot of confidence coming in, right? You know, as time goes on, you know, people talk about Derek White now and like how great Derek White is. I've been praising Derek White for the longest, but the one thing that was always wrong, or the problem that he needed fixing, was him not having confidence. And it didn't come from Greg Popovich. I think it came from a long history of teams overlooking him. I mean, just be honest, okay? You look up his history. It is a long. The fact that he made it into the NBA is almost a miracle, because there were so many teams, so many scouts just overlooking him, and that had to hurt his confidence, right? It had to, right? Not everybody's a Michael Jordan out here. Stephon Castle, he's one that already has that confidence. He actively made sure he didn't go to a team that already had an established point guard. He wants to be the guy that leads a team in that regard. Now with UConn, he was able to take a more backseat approach, be more of a connector for the team, because that's what they needed. But you know, that helped him land to us, because I don't think a lot of teams really knew how good he actually is, because I think he's about to tear this league up, even in his rookie season. I don't even think it's crazy for me to say we might get back-to-back rookie of the years. Is that crazy, chat? I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's crazy. What? All right, Luis, we're going to get to that. What the heck did you just say? You just made me excited. All right, moving on. During Castle's last game in Vegas, Coach Pop shared his thoughts on the newest Spurs. So, yeah, this is what he had to say. This is what I was talking about. I love his seriousness for such a young kid. I love his pace. You see his expression never change. Yep, just talked about that. And he doesn't go too fast. He doesn't go too slow. He reads the situations. He's going to be a quick study, I think, and get to play on the court pretty quickly. Yeah, he's going to get his minutes quickly. There were people... Okay, it wasn't people. All right, I'm being hyperbolic. There were a couple folk that actually said, oh, he should go to the summer league, or not summer league, I'm sorry, the G League. He should go to the G League because his 3-point shooting hasn't been that great. And I'm like, that is a ridiculous statement to make, especially if you watched him play at all in the summer league. You pay attention to his game. And I'm feeling really good about my SGA comparison, by the way. On Spurs Invasion, the second channel, I'm losing it. Where's my second channel? I thought I already had it up. Here we go. On my second channel, I actually talked about it. Go watch this video in particular. Spurs found their underrated gem. Let me know what you think of it. But in this video, I talked about how I really do believe he could be a SGA type player. I mean, I really do believe that. So go check out this channel. I'm working on it. No, I'm sorry. I don't think Castle will get it, especially coming off the bench. Ricochet or Sar will be getting it. More than likely Sar. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not one of those people that are foolish to say, oh, he's a bust. I don't think any of that. Ricochet, I'm not as high on Ricochet as a lot of other people are. Okay, I'll just be honest. I've been saying that since the get. SGA, yes. I won't say it here, but I did lay out the reasons why I compared him to SGA. At least that's what his ceiling would be. Just go watch the video. I think I at least gave some decent points, but you know, you want spark notes, it's a lot of comparisons. I mean, his size, his pace, his defense, his rebound, it's a lot. But yeah, anyways, I think Castle could get it. We'll have to wait and see what happens with Sar this season. I think Castle's going to get some pretty decent numbers this year. He get a lot of attention too, playing next to Wemby. He'll get a lot of attention. Ricochet, yeah, I don't know how much attention he'll get. I think Sar, because he going to be the main guy for the Wizards, especially after the shakiness with Kuzma and Poole. Yeah, I just think that there's going to be a... Man, I don't want to talk bad about him because I do like Sar a lot. And I thought if the Spurs were to land one, you go with Sar no matter what. But with that being said, I think Castle just kind of has it already. I don't know how long it's going to take for Sar to figure out things on the offensive end. While I think that his potential obviously would be, you know, higher than Castle's, I think he definitely is going to have like a learning curve on the offensive end. While Castle, yes, he needs to improve his 3-point shooting. I think he's a better 3-point shooter than what we expected, but he already has so many things in his bag already. Like I think that he is offensively ready to cause some havoc. Castle would definitely get all rookie award though. Yeah, it's fine. Chris Paul, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sohan, Victor Wembanyama starting predictions. Ugh, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. You gotta start Barnes. I mean, initially that's what I thought it was gonna be until we got Barnes. I mean, what's the point, you know? there's two reasons why you're going to start Barnes. Okay, number one is because Barnes just deserves it. He's a vet. You're going to start him. But number two, I think that you start him because he could very well be traded off with Chris Paul, and you want him to get those minutes. You want him to start. You want him to look as good as humanly possible, so you can, move him and get something in return if that's what you choose to do. Barnes has 2 years on his contract. Chris Paul is only 1, so I guess the Spurs can do what they want, but in my opinion, I would go ahead and start Barnes for those reasons. And also, I think he just starts better at small forward, and I don't really see the point in starting Stephon Castle when you can allow him coming off the bench and running the bench unit while learning from Chris Paul. I just don't really see the reason there. Castle is going to steal the Rookie of the Year after we trade CP3 at deadline, and he starts. That's possible as well. I don't even remember what this segment started out. What were we talking about? Here we go. Oh man, this situation right here. I won't go into it, but if you follow me on Twitter, this pissed me off, man. Misinformation. Good God, people lost their minds. Jeez, that poor lady. Just for being a good boxer and having some testosterone. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. Anyways, yeah, Stephon Castle, I love him. Pop loves him. We got a good one. It's going to be nasty. Castle, Devin, Barnes, Sohan, Wemby is what I like, but they might play Zach or Sohan. What? What? I like it too. Huncho, but as far as that starting lineup, but no, Chris Paul is going to start. I don't know if they'll trade Chris Paul though. Who would take a half-year, $11 million rental with a trade stipulation, along with record stipulation, a part of the contract? You'll be surprised at that point when you just need that one extra piece to get you over the edge. You'll be surprised. I'm telling Clan this Draymond clip is better than the one you posted. Draymond gets emotional about Clay leaving. Skip 36-35. Okay, we're gonna do that right after this. Zach over Sohan mean. Oh, okay. You might play Zach over Sohan. No, I don't know about that. Castle will be a key part of the success moving forward. Oh, dude, Castle is gonna be part of this thing. All right. If you don't believe Castle is gonna be a part of this thing, I hawk Tua on you. Okay. That was stupid. I'm sorry. I spit on you. Let's see. Bar injuries. You what? Whoa. That's why I should have put the what's the doggone thing? The latency. I should have decreased the latency. Hey yo. I meant spit. I meant like just spit. I need to stop. I'm gonna stop right now. Timeout Clan. I'm gonna stop right now. I'm sleepy. I'm gonna stop. Bro, what are you talking about? Pause. I'm done. I'm done. Can't explain how excited I am for the coming season. Me too, Daniel. Me too. All right, let's see where this Draymond Green. Let's see what this Draymond Green clip is. You guys talking about? Where is it? Did someone text it to me? Did you guys message it to me or what? Ty Yeager is such a king. That's all I gotta say. Ty Yeager is such a king. I love Ty Yeager. He's cool. Where is this clip? His YouTube podcast? Oh, okay. I didn't know I had to actually do the work to find it. I thought that you guys would just provide it. Draymond gets emotional about Clay leaving. And you said it was at 30, 36, 35. Wait. This is a month ago.
Brand new drink.
All right, 36, 35.
In a day of finding out between like Clay and then CP, like I've been sad these last few days, trying to process my thoughts. But I'm really sad about that. Nonetheless, CP Pop still a genius.
Oh, this is some Spurs stuff. Oh, okay. Okay, my apologies. My apologies. I was not familiar with your game, chatter. I didn't realize that Draymond was talking about the Spurs. All right. Okay. Let's listen then. I mean, the video, it says Draymond gets emotional about Klay Thompson leaving. I was not aware that our Spurs were involved. Let's listen.
Incredible. One of the best teammates I've ever had, and then he gone. And that is the weird part about this business, man. But that made me really sad.
I don't care.
Sad these last few days.
Here we go.
Trying to process my thoughts. But I'm really sad about that. Nonetheless, CP Pop still a genius. Pairing CP with Wemby to teach that young fella the way. CP, one of the greatest vets I've ever been around. And I just spent a year around him as a vet myself. And he was a vet to me. And
That's crazy. You probably need a vet, though, Draymond. To be honest.
Oh, that's going to be great for Wemby. And the young fella Castle. Because, see, CP going to teach the young fella Castle all the things that he needed to know about the point guard position. And he also going to tell him what he not very good at and what he need to learn in a very elegant way, in a very constructive way. But he going to tell that kid what he good at and what he not good at and what he need to learn and how.
That's nice for him to say it. So I wonder if Chris Paul, I mean, obviously he does. I don't know what I'm talking about. Obviously he does. Okay. He interacts with many different players, young guys, old guys, so many different coaches. I mean, you don't get this level of basketball IQ not being able to have this skill. But the skill I'm talking about is, I wonder if he is going to be able to, or he adjusts how his approach based on who he's talking to, like very similar to what Popovich does. You know, Popovich, he's not going to talk to Danny Green the same way that he talked to Kawhi. He's not going to talk to Timmy the same way that he talks to Tony, right? Like he understands people's personalities, what gets them going, what gets, gets them ticked. You know, he knows how to light a fire under you. And I wonder obviously Chris Paul probably has that exact same skill. But him saying that he's going to do it in a constructive way, sounds like a gentle way. We're so accustomed to seeing the jerk Chris Paul, right? Like everyone getting angry with him doing slick things to not necessarily his own teammates, but opponents. We really don't like him. But it's nice to know that he's gonna have our back at the end of the day. Did you see the new Kobe and Gigi stat? Yeah, it was sweet. I saw the leak of it. I don't know if it was yesterday. I don't remember when it was leaked. I saw the leak of it though.
Oh, you need to see things. And that is a genius move by the Spurs, man.
It is.
Wow, that's a genius move. And then for CP, like, you get the opportunity also to in what, year 20, I think this is about to be for C, opportunity to go lead the next young face star in the NBA. That's a great opportunity too. He get a chance to, in a sense, kind of go help mold him. And like, what an honor. Because you only get that if you've been as great as CP has and as respected as CP is. That's the only way you get that opportunity. CP is a very strong personality. Always has.
Spurs are brilliant. I'm sorry. They are brilliant, okay? And I want to go and let you guys know this right now, all right? I'm completely off. I think this should be known. I'm completely off the Trae train, all right? I do not want Trae Young anymore. Now, if something goes down and he really wants out and you don't have to give up much, of course, I'm cool with it. But I am completely on the Castle train. I just want Castle to grow as a point guard. I really do believe in him. Like, I believe in him to the point where I'm not even concerned with the point guard position right now. Like, I already feel as if, and if he doesn't pan out as being a great point guard or whatever, that's fine. At the end of the day, Spurs did need a defensive wing, and he is that. A point of attack defensive wing, he is that. But if it doesn't pan out and it doesn't work out as well as we want it to, it's not like we lost. But I will say, I don't care anymore. I believe in him. In the upcoming draft, just try to do what we can. A lot of talent. We'll start talking about what we need in that draft. But right now, I'm on the Castle train, and I think that he's going to show it early. Like, he's that type of player. Very high basketball IQ. Is going to be many a different occasions where we sit back and we're like, this is a rookie? Really? Like, that's how good I think he is. And like Draymond saying, under the leadership of freaking Chris Paul and Popovich, my God.
That's been super strong personality. For them to feel comfortable bringing you in there, knowing how strong that personality is, they feel good about what you're going to bring to that kid. That's special. That's extremely special. So I'm happy for C, because that's a great opportunity to go help mold that young fella. Who knows where it can go? Because young fella's special. Wemby is special, so who knows where it goes? But man, that's great. But I'm sad to see C leave, nonetheless.
I told you guys, man. A lot of people say that Castle needs a three-point shot to be considered good, but his defense alone, alongside Sohan and Wemby, will be top tier. Exactly. Yeah, he'll be fine. And he has a three-point shot. It's been inconsistent, but he has the form. It's not broken. And even Sohan is improving, all right? So this isn't me, like, trying to, talk bad about Sohan, but it's not as broken as, like, Sohan's three-point shot is, right? Like, he's not a shooter. And I don't know if Sohan will ever be a shooter, right? Castle does have the form, and I could see Castle becoming a pretty good shooter in the NBA. But man, I said this before. This is what I was gonna say. I said this before, but Chris Paul coming to the Spurs, I wasn't high on it a year ago. I wasn't high on it when a lot of people mentioned it, like, oh, we really need a point guard, let's get Chris Paul. It's like, he won't be here for long. You need another point guard to grow with Wemby. And it's so cool that we have the opportunity to not only have Chris Paul coming on the team, but also the fact that you have Tony Parker on speed dial, right? Like, I'm pretty sure Castle, I mean, we don't know this for sure, but I'm just going to make the assumption Castle has spoken with Tony, right? Like, I'm assuming. We know he's talked to Timmy, but it's just really nice that you have all of these different avenues to improve your game. And it comes with being a great organization.
Hartenstein, who was in the G League a few years ago, 3 years, $87 million, because he kept his head down, kept working, was great at what he's great at, which is being physical, tough, hard-nosed, and then he's added to his game, got a little floater now, on the offensive end, make great passes out of the pocket when he get the ball in the pocket, make great reads.
Are we still on the same topic?
Got an opportunity, I think, on a minimum contract, maybe even non-guaranteed, and so congrats to Hartenstein. That's a big move for OKC.
Oh, okay, that was it then. Draymond is a bigger and later version of Paul. He be looking for a job like Paul's in a couple years, and he's telling you that right now. I'm confused. What are we talking about? Oh, cool. Big shout out to Goopcat. Said I made a list of all the McDonald's All-Americans the Spurs have drafted. So there's our answer right there. So someone earlier asked if Stephon Castle was our only All-American, and no, apparently not. So anyways, good stuff. All right, let's see here. All right, people really wanted me to go over this. All right, so people really wanted me to go over this. Shout out to Spurs Reporter for posting this. Well, how long is it? Because this is 2 minutes. The actual interview is 33.
Hi, Victor. How are you?
Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's I need to watch this alone. All right, let's watch this clip. All right, this is a clip from Spurs reporter. My goodness, I didn't know it was that long. All right, let's see. Oh. Thanks, Elon.
Not know basketball, it's the draft. So it's the moment when we learned that you're going to join the NBA. We already knew for a few weeks, and soon we'll know the name of the team that will welcome you. And by the way, we also came across this video you have. That's what you obviously saw, but so there you go. It's the sports fans who realize. So this is before the draft to get into detail, but they know they'll be able to select you as a player in the NBA. When you see that, even then, you don't feel any pressure. Like there's no expectation on your shoulders, even though it's your first season. And at the highest level of basketball, how can I?
No pressure. Just a great feeling of comfort and luck because I followed the lottery live from Paris.
Is this AI? Because that sound like Wemby. It's pretty good dub. Not gonna lie.
My reaction inside my head, it was the same. It was that. That's the group up in San Antonio. I was there, by the way. I didn't come back for a year. I didn't see another one. So yeah, I really felt connected to the city, and then I already had the feeling, even before the lottery, that that's where I would end up, where I would want to go. There's no pressure.
We all know about that. Rockets fans are still hot about this, by the way. They're still upset about it.
No
it's true that it's a special club with a history very strong, with an identity that is extremely strong too. I was lucky to play at the end of the season with Edward in San Antonio.
Can I say this really quick? I need to say this. All right, so I know a lot of people are skeptical of the San Antonio Spurs, which I think at this point you shouldn't be that skeptical. But there's quite a few people that'll say, oh my goodness, when you're going to leave. Oh my God, he doesn't want to stay. Oh my God, this, that, and the other, right? We're not the Spurs of old. You're not going to be able to just keep guys like Tim Duncan and Tony and Manu. Like, you can't do that anymore. It's a new era, new blood. These guys are different. They're created different. I don't know. But I will say this. I think that one thing that people are missing is the fact that because the Spurs have that legacy and because they have won so many games and they've won so many championships in a short period of time, all things considered, looking at other NBA teams, I think that actually helps them a lot when it comes to Wemby. It's not like Wemby's coming in, because people like to bring up Tim Duncan almost leaving. It's not like Wemby's coming in to a team that hasn't won and they've only won once he got there, right? This is not that situation. He's coming to a team that's established, and a lot of the blame when things go wrong, when things go astray, he's going to point at himself, right? He's going to say, what can I do to improve? And I think with the Spurs, it's healthy to do that because we have a competent franchise. It's not one of those situations where we don't really know what we're doing and we're learning while he learns. Like, that's not the case, right? The Spurs know what they're doing. They've been established. They know how to win championships. They know how to create a dynasty. And Wembanyama is a guy that can definitely do that. And I do have this question too, where some skeptics, I don't see this from Spurs fans that often, but some skeptics will say, you only won those championships because you had Tim Duncan. Do we, and this might be hard, I'll let the chat think on it, all right? And we'll listen to more of this interview. And anyone in the comments as well. Do you think Wembanyama will be a better player than Tim Duncan? Because if you do believe that, if you think that he'll be a better player, or at least on par with what Tim Duncan was, why is this even still an argument? Why are we still even discussing and talking about how you only won those championships because of Duncan? Okay, now we can only win these championships because of Wemby. If we had Tim Duncan and we managed to make a winning team in a dynasty, and if you believe Wembanyama could be better, then what are we even talking about? What are we worried about? Okay, keep listening.
Sorry? What, against the Crybabies?
Can you call a guard?
I went to see you against Philadelphia and Denver at the very end of the season.
Boomerang.
Great matches, and it's true that I was not surprised, but still quite shocked by the excitement around you, and obviously on match days, but it's beyond match days. You know, there's sorts of murals with your face in the city. We feel that you are present. In fact, you are very, very present, and it is a city that lives for
All right, I gotta visit San Antonio again soon.
Basketball. I imagine it's also important for you at that moment to hold on to home, even though you are thousands of kilometers away from it.
I've always told myself that no matter where I end up, it would be the best place. But the fact that it's San Antonio makes things a lot easier. It's much simpler. The enthusiasm is incredible, and the fact.
All right, so he's one of those. He's a believer of like the universe stars align. That's what I got from that, because he said no matter what, it would have been the right choice. But his confidence in himself as well. He doesn't care. He's like, I'm gonna do my thing.
Fans and even the locals, everyone is a fan. So actually, they really elevate their players and lift them up. They truly have a love for the franchise, for the players, and which makes this place really comfortable. As I said, there's really a sense of kindness.
That is really. Oh wait.
Actually, in this life.
All right, cool. Yeah, good stuff. So one thing, it is a good vibe. All right,
They really elevate their players.
I've been to San Antonio. It's a really good vibe. I like San Antonio a lot. Now here's the thing. One thing that he said, and I do agree with this, is that it's a basketball city and everyone is a fan in San Antonio. He a fan. Everyone's a fan. Now, when you go to other teams like Atlanta, for instance, right? Like I went to an Atlanta Hawks game. They have fans, but it's not the whole city is Atlanta, right? And it's probably because Atlanta has so many different things going for it as well. It's like basically the hip hop capital of the United States, you know, like they got a lot going on. But yeah, San Antonio is special in that regard, that it is a basketball city, and you don't get that a lot of places, right? Memphis is kind of like that. You go to Memphis, it's just bombarded with nothing but Grizzly stuff. But yeah, that's all I have to say. This was cool. This is a cool segment. We'll go through some other segments from this interview. I just can't go through the whole thing right now. Like, you know, I'll take a look at it, and any section that I think might be interesting to go over, we could probably do that. It's good stuff though. All right, guys, that's all I really got right now. To be honest with you, I am starving. Okay, usually I have food already ready for me, like I'll cook it and then, you know, just heat it up the next day. Because I've been on this vacation, I came back very sleepy, very tired. Okay, been a sleepy boy. So I don't really have much. I had to just cook not that long ago before I got on stream. Let's see here. My bad, had to go down to the lobby of the hotel, but I heard the question, and yes, Wemby would be better than Timmy. Is as crazy as that sounds, yeah. And yeah, if that's the case, then what are we even worried about? Is that real? That's a huge snail. I was born into the Spurs fan base. I was born with the Coyote plush and a Spurs blanket when I was born. Dang. Oh, sorry. I thought a VP was announced. I was like, what? Already? Why am I getting like weird recommendations? Like I'm getting like these violent recommendations. Like someone getting robbed with a knife. Like why? Video why am I getting these? Let's go Spurs. Can't wait until the preseason. Let's watch what Wemby does with the Olympics. Can somebody explain the Olympics bracket for me before we get out of here? I don't quite understand. Like, so right now we're playing to just get in the tourney. Like, how does the tourney work? Because I see this group phase. So, all right. So France 2-1. They have 5 points. How many more games? Oh, they already qualified. Okay, so France already qualified for the quarterfinals. You watching any shows currently, Clan? The Boys. I'm actually gonna watch that when we get off, and I need to keep watching One Piece. I haven't watched One Piece in like a week now. I went to see Longlegs. I don't understand the hype. I was hyped for it, but I don't understand the praise after the fact. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It actually made me mad. It's a ploy trying to get you into the politics of what? Robberies? The way it works is the top 2 teams in each group go, and the 2 best 3rd place teams also make the tournament. Oh, okay. All right, so USA and France is already in it, so that's cool. And then this is the... So when does it start? Is it Tuesday? 4 a.m. 7. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I ain't gonna make any of that. I'm missing all of that. Okay, and then this is win or go home, right? So you got to win 3 in a row. You only got to win 3 in a row. I need an uncommon anime to get into. I just started learning Japanese. Okay, so that has nothing to do with what you just said, but I just wanted to say that I'm starting to learn. I mean, I can pronounce. I learned hiragana, and now I need to learn katakana, and obviously kanji, which that's gonna be rough. But yeah, it's a process. It's taking some time, but I'll get there. Got some resources. But yeah, I'm still watching One Piece. I am in the Water 7 arc. I'm in that whole arc right now. It's beautiful. I love it. But yeah, you say you liked long legs. I'll be honest with you, man. I didn't get it. I didn't understand. It should have been better than it was, in my opinion. I hated I thought it was filmed perfectly. Oh, you think that what it is? But the violence wasn't even like America violence. Like it was like that clip was from like Colombia or Cuba or like I don't know. I don't even know where it was from. It was weird. Yeah, so like I thought it was filmed very well. I thought that it had a creepy atmosphere. But as far as the protagonist, I didn't like her. I was like, oh my God, actually act on things when it's going down. Do something. You just gonna let that happen? Something happens at the end, you just gonna let that happen? Just sit there and just stare? It was like, gosh, she was so infuriating. Was it confusing to you, or you just didn't get the hype? I understood the hype. I was hyped for it. I thought that the marketing was really great. I don't understand the praise afterwards. That's what confuses me. Because, like, for instance, I saw a lot of people praising Nicolas Cage, but Nicolas Cage was just goofy to me. Like, he actually took me out of the moment. I thought that his makeup job was awful, and yeah, when he acted, it was like, this is just Nicolas Cage. This isn't even a different character. This is just Nicolas Cage. Even the word long legs, it got to a point where, like, after the movie, I was just like, I mean, the twist was cool, I guess, but like, it could have been more, you know? Like, it should have been a masterpiece. It had everything going for it to be that. And it just wasn't. And I feel like it was just kind of lazy. Some of the writing was just kind of lazy. Like, even the long legs thing, I looked it up. I was like, okay, what does long legs mean? And it was because the director thought it sounded cool. Like, really? You just... Venezuela, probably. There's a big issue with their current elections, and the president won for a third time, and the people there are not happy at all. Oh. I need to look into that. I watched Demon Slayer for the first time. Isn't it great? Isn't it great? Oh, Hancho, you were the one that mentioned this hat. I need to tell you the thing. Hold on. I can't get into whatever. Let's just type in Demon Slayer hat. Let's see if I can find it. Snapback. Where are you? Here it is. BioWorld. There we go. Found it. So, crap, did I click the wrong thing? BioWorld. So they made this hat, and they also made that cool Demon Slayer hat. Wait, do they have... Wait. Wait a minute. Can't get anything on that, can you? I don't know. You just type in BioWorld hats. I guess they don't sell through their own... That doesn't make sense. They should be able to sell through their own website. All right, yeah, here we go. Can you order straight from them? Oh, that's cool. From South Park, that's dope. I don't know if you can order directly from them, actually. But that's the brand. Oh, you thought it was a show? No. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get out of here. Big shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video and this live stream. I bring this up all the time, but please use the link in my description if you are interested. you will get a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. So many different things you can bet on, but please, please, please go check out BetUS. Link below in the description box.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sportsbook and casino.
All right, guys, let's go and get out of here. I have to eat. I'm very hungry. You guys have no idea. I just showed up. I'm sorry, Phyllis. But we got some videos for the next few days, right? So that's cool. And yes, Demon Slayer is good. I understand the hype now. Kyle, let me tell you something, my boy. All right, you don't understand the hype yet. You just started. You don't understand the hype yet. You don't get it. You don't understand, Kyle. That show is so good that I felt guilty. I felt guilty because I thought that maybe they just tied up these animators and forced them to just work on it for 23 hours a day. One of those was season. I gotta catch up on the last season. Yeah, I gotta catch up. Was it season 3? Hold on. It might be season. Am I tripping? No, it's not season 3. It's season 2. It can't be season 2. It was season 2. It was season 2. Okay, I need to catch up on season 3. It was literally season 2. Yeah, dude, just get to season 2. My God. Yeah, it gets to a point where the animation just becomes godly. It's like, what is this? What? How did you animate this? It was like a full-on movie for like 5 episodes in a row in season 2. It's crazy. It's crazy. Please. Okay, mi amigo. I'm starting to understand better. Much better. You don't get it yet. You don't get it yet. Yeah, you don't get it yet. Knock it off. Once you see this man go to work, then you talk to me. All right? Once you see this man go to work, then you can talk. Then we can have a discussion. They didn't come home for 2 years. That's the rumor. Dude, it's like I felt guilty watching it. It was like, this is just wrong, right? It just felt wrong. I still need an action thriller, though. Have you ever seen Psychopaths? Psychopath season 1 is goated. That's a thriller. I mean, obviously there's Death Note, but yeah, Psychopaths is goated. Have I watched Jujutsu Kaisen? I need to start over. I started and then I stopped. So I can't really tell you. No. Anyways, yeah, watch Psychopaths. They sleep and eat at the studio. My goodness. Tokyo Ghoul. I heard of it. I'll check it out. Yeah, Psychopaths is A1. I think there's only like 2 seasons, but just watch the first season. It's incredible. Tokyo Ghoul, does that count? I think Tokyo Ghoul counts as a Paranoia Agent is a good psychological thriller. I started Paranoia Agent, and I need to keep it going. I think I only got to episode 2 or 3. I'm low-key not a fan of Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, I'm gonna go back in on it. You know, I'm gonna go back in on it. Like just like how I need to get back on Chainsaw Man. Like I started that and wasn't really feeling it. Solo Leveling, I started that. That was cool. That was cool. All right, guys, I'm getting off. I'm hungry. Love you guys. I'll give it to you later, man. Everybody have a good night. Have a good weekend. You know, we'll do more live streams. We'll start doing more live streams, but right now I am tired. Parasite has so much story and depth too. Parasite is A1. It's like Death Note. Parasite. Well, would I put Parasite in? We went full ADHD. Go E-Clan. Yeah. Oh wait. Last thing. Also watch. Oh gosh, what's it called? What's it called, guys? Where like they're in purgatory, but like they're not. It's like Keratin's purgatory, and they have all these backstories. I can't remember what it's called for some reason. It's something. It starts with a P, I think. Gonna bother me. Parasite or Psychopaths? Which one should I watch then? Do Psychopaths. Death Parade. There it is. Death Parade. Death Parade's a good one too. And I think you can find Death Parade on YouTube, literally. I think last time I saw it was on YouTube. Yeah, if you gotta choose between Parasite and Psychopaths, based on what you said, like you just want a straight up thriller, I'll probably do Psychopaths. Parasite is great though. But yeah, just do Psychopaths. Straight up thriller, crazy great concept. It's awesome. I need to rewatch Psychopaths. All right, good night. Good night, everybody. Bye. Wait, did the wrong thing. Good night.